Archangel Michael says, Sunday is not an ordinary day this time. There is a surprise coming, and no one around you is prepared to understand the magnitude of what I'm about to do for you. You have waited so long for something to shift, for a sign, for a miracle, and now, in the most unexpected way, I'm sending it. This message is not a coincidence. You are reading it because I chose this exact moment to whisper something eternal into your soul. You think you're reading casually, but your spirit is already trembling with the weight of what's about to land. You are not ready for this. Not because you're unworthy, but because it's bigger than what you prayed for. You've prayed small, safe prayers. You've tried to keep your hopes low so you wouldn't be disappointed again. But I'm not answering the version of you that plays it safe, I'm answering the bold, wounded part of you that still dared to hope after everything you've been through. And now, that part of you is about to be healed by what's coming. You are going to cry, but not the way you used to. These tears will be of shock, joy, overwhelm, a relief that can only be explained as divine. This Sunday, while others expect a normal day, your name is already being whispered in the heavenly courts. I am bringing something to your doorstep, not just in the physical but in the spiritual. You are being crowned with favor, robed in peace, and covered by the kind of grace that will confuse those who tried to calculate your downfall. You don't even know the full depth of what's about to change in your life. I have been organizing this surprise in silence, rearranging things in the background while you thought nothing was moving. But now, you're on the edge of a divine eruption. They thought you were finished. They thought they had the final say. They laughed when you lost. But what they didn't see was that I was hiding you, not rejecting you. I covered you with silence to protect you while I rebuilt you. And now, while they're distracted by their pride, I'm about to lift you in full view. The surprise is not just about blessing, it's about exposure. I will show them what happens when someone stays faithful even in pain. This is your Sunday reward. And it's not small. It's not basic. It's not average. It's a breakthrough wrapped in shock. Type Amen to receive your Sunday surprise 333. You've been tired. You've been heavy. You've tried to smile in public while you were breaking in private. You've looked strong to others, but I know the weight you've been carrying alone. That's why this surprise is coming. Not because you begged for it, but because I decided it's time. Time to remind you that I see, that I hear, that I remember. The pages of your story are not over. I'm about to turn one more, and it will be the most beautiful yet. What you thought was over is about to begin again, with power, with laughter, with joy no one can take from you. Don't doubt this. Don't scroll past this and assume it's for someone else. This is for you. You, the one who kept reading even when your heart was breaking. You, the one who asked, "When is it my turn?" Your turn is coming this Sunday. Your name has been stamped on a heavenly envelope. And the angel I've assigned to you will not delay this any longer. I know what you've been through. I know who hurt you. I know what they said. But more than that, I know what I placed inside of you, and now, it's time for the world to see it too. This is not a warning. It's a preparation. I'm preparing your heart for a shift that will be loud. You may wake up Sunday with a sudden feeling. You may see signs in the smallest ways, numbers, colors, words that keep repeating. Listen closely. It's me. I'm guiding you to the moment. Because this surprise is strategic. It's not just about you smiling. It's about your calling, your destiny, and your voice returning. You lost your voice in the trauma. But I'm giving it back. You forgot how powerful you are. But I didn't. And I'm reintroducing you to the version of you I created, not the one they damaged. Type Amen to receive your Sunday surprise 444. You're going to shine again, not because you're trying to prove anything, but because it's your time. You're going to glow again, not because you need approval, but because your soul is finally resting in my promise. I didn't bring you this far to drop you. I didn't allow all of that pain to end in silence. This Sunday, a sound will be released, a sound of blessing, restoration, and answered prayer. What once seemed like a fantasy will appear in front of you with proof so bold it will stop your breath. It won't come loud, but it will land heavy. I've already arranged the timing. I've already cleared the path. The enemy tried to delay it, but even he had to step back when I stepped in. You've cried, "Why me?" Now you'll cry, "How me?" Because what I'm bringing will not match your current surroundings. It's too big for your room. Too glorious for your doubt. It will stretch your mind and fill your heart. You will wake up different. You will look in the mirror and see royalty staring back at you. Not because you earned it, but because you endured for it. That's the part they don't understand. It's not about being good. It's about being chosen. Type Amen to receive your Sunday surprise 555. You may feel anxious as Sunday approaches. That's spiritual labor. It means something is being birthed. Don't run from it. Stay still. I am sending signs. Pay attention. A phone call you didn't expect. A message at a strange hour. A moment that feels like a dream. It's not your imagination, it's confirmation. I am interrupting your normal with supernatural. And this time, the blessing won't be silent. This time, it will come with evidence so clear, even your enemies will have to admit it was me. Don't downplay what I'm doing. Don't apologize for the favor. Wear it. Own it. Walk in it. What I'm doing is not because you're better than anyone, it's because you said yes to me when it was hardest. You said yes when they left. You said yes through loss. You said yes when your heart was tired. That's what I reward, not perfection, but surrender. And your surrender has reached heaven. That's why this Sunday is sacred. You may forget this moment, but your spirit won't. It has already received the signal. The angel has already been released. And the surprise is already in motion. Type Amen to receive your Sunday surprise 777. This is the moment your enemies never thought would come. This Sunday, the surprise that is arriving will silence every doubt, question, and lie that was ever spoken against you. I am bringing restoration in a form no one can reverse. The time of delay is broken. I have cancelled the cycle of almost. You will no longer come close and lose it. You will no longer get excited and be disappointed. This time, the door will open and stay open. This time, what you receive will be sustained. This is the kind of blessing that can't be snatched away, because it was sealed with fire and delivered by my word. There's a table being set in the presence of those who once laughed. But this is not about them. This is about you finally being at peace with who you are. The surprise is not just external, it's internal. Your mind is about to shift. Your heart is about to feel light again. You'll laugh and it won't feel forced. You'll smile and it won't hide pain. Something you thought was broken forever is about to be restored this Sunday. And it will feel like time just bent to meet you. There is someone who walked away. Someone who forgot you. Someone who dismissed you. They had to be removed because they couldn't handle what I'm about to do next. But I want you to hear this: no one who walked away from you carried a piece of your destiny. If they were meant to be part of this surprise, they'd still be here. Trust me. I know how to isolate before I elevate. This Sunday is not a coincidence, it's a setup. A moment that heaven prescheduled before you even felt the pain. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are in divine alignment. Type Amen to receive your Sunday surprise 888. The person you least expected to remember you is about to say your name. A connection is about to be reignited. A door you thought was closed is being opened without you having to knock. You didn't miss your season. You didn't mess up your future. I was only rerouting you to protect the fullness of this surprise. Sometimes I allowed the no to protect the yes. You thought they rejected you, but I was just redirecting you. And now, you'll see why I had to keep some things hidden until Sunday. Watch what happens when you release control. When you stop chasing what was never yours. I have something better. And this Sunday, it finds you. You won't have to perform. You won't have to compete. This is a prepared blessing for a prepared heart. You didn't expect it. That's the beauty of it. I love to surprise those who love me quietly. You don't post everything. You don't scream your pain. You heal in silence, and that's why I'm rewarding you loudly. My child, you are about to step into a moment that will feel surreal. There will be a shift in your environment. You'll notice strange peace, laughter, signs, delays turning into sudden movement, money returning, people apologizing, opportunities revisiting. These are not small coincidences. These are the whispers of heaven saying, "Get ready." The surprise is here. What you do next matters. Stay humble. Stay expectant. Stay obedient. The timing is exact. And I do not send these messages unless the blessing is already released. Type Amen to receive your Sunday surprise $9.99. Your enemies will be stunned. Not because they didn't know you had potential, but because they didn't believe I would come through for you. But they forgot who I am. I specialize in last-minute miracles. I am not bound by human logic. And I don't need the world to agree to bless you. I just need your yes. And you gave it, over and over again, even when it hurt. That's why Sunday is different. This isn't just a blessing, it's a statement. A moment where I declare to the world, this one is mine. I have chosen them. And I will now reward them publicly. God says, this is not just another Sunday. This is the Sunday I wrote about before you even knew to expect anything. This is the Sunday I circled in heaven's calendar with fire, with favor, and with something your enemies could never predict. There is a surprise coming, and you are not ready for how big it is. You've prayed, yes, but what I'm doing is far beyond what you even dared to imagine. This is not just a blessing. This is a divine interruption. This is a heavenly detour that shifts the direction of your life. The surprise is already on its way. And I've kept it hidden because I didn't want anyone, especially your enemies, to sabotage what I was preparing. You felt delays, but those were disguises. You felt silence, but that was strategy. Because what's coming this Sunday will catch you off guard in the best way possible. I watched you cry. I watched you question me. I saw you asking, Lord, when, and still choosing to trust me. I recorded every tear, every moment you chose to stay, even when you wanted to give up. You thought I was ignoring you. But I was aligning the exact second when the miracle would come, not too early to be mishandled, not too late to be missed. And now, that second is approaching. There's something about this Sunday. Not next week. Not someday. Not later. This one. This very Sunday holds something sealed with your name on it. That's why your spirit feels the stir. That's why you can't shake the feeling that something is shifting. You can't name it yet, but you sense it. And I confirm it now, it's real. You've been overlooked long enough. You've watched others celebrate while you sat in silence. But I never forgot you. I never skipped your name. In fact, I placed your name higher than you've placed it yourself. And now, the delivery is coming, not by man's schedule, but by my command. You're not ready for what's coming, not because you're unworthy, but because it's beyond what you asked for. I'm not giving you leftovers. I'm giving you restoration. I'm not sending you what others rejected. I'm sending you what I reserved. You thought the rejection meant the door was closed. But it wasn't closed, it was cleared. I cleared the room so that when you enter, no one can compete with what I've prepared for you. This surprise is personal. It won't be loud to others at first. It may come in the form of a message, a shift, a quiet release in your spirit. But it will unlock a series of events that even your enemies can't stop. One yes will lead to another. One open door will lead to another. One connection will awaken what's been dormant in you for years. They thought they buried your season. They thought they silenced your future. But what they didn't realize is that I buried you like a seed. And now, this Sunday, you bloom. This is the beginning of your rise. The surprise will be like rain on dry ground. You've been thirsty, waiting for signs, and now the cloud is forming. The atmosphere is changing. Even your dreams are trying to tell you, get ready. I hid this Sunday from everyone, even you, so that no one could interfere. You didn't have to beg for this. You just had to endure. And because you stayed, I'm about to do something so big, it will redefine how you view me. You won't just call me God, you'll call me Deliverer. Restorer. The one who did it suddenly. The people who saw you last week won't recognize you after this Sunday. That's how quickly I'm moving. They'll say, something's different, and they'll be right. Because my presence will surround you like a cloud. My favor will drip off of you like oil. You'll walk into rooms and shift the entire atmosphere. That's what happens when I surprise my child in public. You didn't do anything to earn this. That's why it's grace. That's why it's favor. Because if it were based on performance, it wouldn't be a surprise. But because it's based on my love, it's coming when you least expect it. Not to impress others, but to heal you. This surprise is for your soul, your legacy, your future. You'll want to tell people. You'll want to scream it from the rooftops. But I say, not yet. Let me finish the work before you share it. Some things must grow in silence. Some blessings must mature in hiding before they are announced. Let this Sunday be sacred. Let it be quiet between us, until I say otherwise. You don't need their applause. You only need my voice. You're not going backwards. You're not returning to who you were. This surprise is pushing you forward in a way that won't allow retreat. The old chapter has been closed, not with ink, but with fire. I burned what was never meant for you. That's why certain people left. That's why things ended abruptly. Because I was clearing space for this Sunday's arrival. You've held your tongue when you could have fought. You took the high road when it was painful. And now, I reward that obedience. I've seen what no one else has. I know what you've sacrificed. I know the way they treated you when no one was looking. And I will repay, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, relationally. This is not just a breakthrough. It's a divine repayment. Don't try to guess what the surprise is. That will limit what I can do. Instead, expect me to be bigger. Let me shock you. Let me show you that I never forgot what I whispered over your life, even when you stopped believing it. My word is still alive. My promise still stands. And my timing is perfect. Even now, the angels are shifting things. Even now, the atmosphere around you is becoming charged with expectation. Don't let doubt talk you out of this. Don't let fatigue make you miss it. Rest if you need to. But don't give up. The finish line is closer than you think. You've been tested. You've been pressed. You've been broken. But all of it was preparation for this Sunday. This Sunday will mark a turning point so sharp, you will look back on it for years as the day everything changed. You will remember where you were. You will remember what you felt. You will remember how suddenly the pain lifted and joy returned. They called you forgotten. They thought you were a ghost of your former self. But I was hiding you in plain sight. I was protecting you while preparing your surprise. And now the hiding season is ending. The revealing has begun. But I'll do it in waves. First your spirit, then your life, then your circle. I don't expose everything at once, I build it with layers of glory. Archangel Michael has gone before you. He has already cleared the path. That's why things that used to frustrate you now feel irrelevant. That's why the people who used to drain you have no power over your joy. You're being elevated, not just in status, but in perspective. What once broke you can no longer reach you. You are rising. This Sunday, I'm sending a sign. It may look like something small. But your spirit will know. Pay attention. Don't ignore it. It might be a message. A name. A number. A thought that won't leave your heart. That is me. Speaking. Pointing. Preparing. This is just the beginning. Once the surprise starts, it will not stop. It will trigger a domino effect of restoration, release, and recognition. I will open doors in industries you never entered. I will place your name in the mouths of those with influence. I will bring you resources that chase you down. Because when I decide to bless, nothing and no one can interfere. The ones who cursed you will eat their words. The ones who laughed will watch. The ones who used you will try to return. But don't look back. I am doing something new. And the new cannot be mixed with the old. Let me finish what I've started. Let me reveal what I've concealed. Let me give what they said you'd never receive. You didn't earn this. But you endured for it. And that's why I'm giving it. Because I am God. I keep promises. I honor tears. I avenge injustice. And this Sunday, I prove it again.